bit different to ones I've done already. Hello everyone, it's Lee here. Welcome back to my channel for another day of mixed media fun for Junk Journal January. Up to day 20, nature. Okay, so anyone who doesn't know, Junk Journal January is hosted by Meg from Meg Journals in collaboration with Get Messy Art. So it's 31 prompts for the month of January to help you to get into the habit of doing something creative if you can, when you can, wherever you can. So you could be doing an art journal, you could be sketching, you could be doing a junk journal, you could be painting on little bits of paper, you could be making ephemera. Whatever you want, it's up to you. The first rule of Junk Journal January is there are no rules to Junk Journal January. And that's the second, third and fourth rule as well. Rightio, so let's get on with this. So nature is what we're doing. I've got my little bit of string that's here from where I sewed my hinge on. So I could use that to my advantage today and hang something off there, should I so wish. And I'm at one of these wonky pages, which, yeah, I'm getting a little bit tired of, to be honest. I wonder, should I just tear that off? So I'm just going to stick that down and gesso the page. So I've got a nice coat of gesso on this, and I thought I might press these leaves into the gesso to see whether I can make some imprints, but I didn't think they were distinct enough. So after trying a couple of different leaves, I ended up putting some texture paste on the page, and that didn't really give good impressions either, but a little bit better than the gesso. So what I then ended up doing was just drawing some in with the end of a paintbrush. So you can see here, I think I pushed, or had too much gesso, and I pushed that leaf down too hard, so it didn't leave a clear impression, and it just pulled heaps of gesso up off the page, texture paste up off the page. So I scraped off some of the texture paste. I got a slightly better imprint, but still wasn't happy with it. And after a few tries and a few fails, that's when I get the paintbrush and just draw some leaves in it, basically. The next thing I'm applying is some crackle paste, just up on the top of each page. And on the left hand side where that piece of rope is, I've actually stuck a curved needle through that just to keep the hole open in case I do want to add something to it. I'm now going to use Distress inks and Distress oxides to cover this page, and I'm hoping that it'll all run into the grooves on the page, which it does seem to do. So that colour that's on there now is Evergreen Bough. That's a Distress oxide. This is Forest Moss. It is a Distress ink spray and one of my favourite colours. I wasn't sure about the Evergreen Bough, but as this develops, those two colours work really well together. I'm just spreading a bit of the Forest Moss around with a paintbrush and adding more water, seeing where I can get the ink to run to. See the way that leaf just filled in on the right hand page? That's awesome. Distress oxide doesn't really dry, like you can dry it, but as soon as you add water to it, if you've got it on ordinary paper, it's going to move again. So this is the way it looked, and I love that leaf on the right hand page there where the evergreen bough has taken like a really nice bluey sort of colour. So I was really happy with that, and I thought I'll try and get something like that to happen over on this page. It doesn't quite work the same way, which is typical because you really don't have much control. You know, it's a different situation. When I was doing it the first time, everything was really wet, so it's not going to react the same way. I've got some Liquitex Artist acrylic ink here now, and this colour is called Muted Grey, although it looks very purple. So I'm just adding a little bit of that in there. I love the way it runs into the cracks where the crackling paste is. So I sprayed it with water, and I'm just going to let it dribble off the edge of the page. I got the muted turquoise, and I thought I'd add a bit of that in there, and I really didn't like it, especially after I added the water. So I blotted it off and then put some of the grey over the top of it. But I think before I added the water it looked okay, and I wish I hadn't put the water onto it. But anyway, I did, and we just have to put up with the way it looks. What I was trying to do on the left hand page here was just to get something right down the center of the page, just to have a sort of a cruciform look about it. And I end up adding some more forest moss over where I put that turquoise to get rid of that colour. Just let it run all over the place. I'm now adding some ground espresso around the edge of the page, and I do also add a couple of splashes of it. Now I just feel that it needs the slightest bit of brightening up in the odd place. So I've got mustard seed. I need to be really careful where I put this and the amount that I put on, because it's potent. So I'm going to use my paintbrush, and there's just a couple of places where I think this is just a tiny bit dull. You know, I don't know that I want to put any more on. But over this side now, this is brighter than that side, so maybe if I was to put that there. Just that really dark bit, like vibrant bit there and there. The next thing I've got here is acrylic ink, and it's iridescent rich bronze. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that out. Now this dries really fast because it's acrylic. So I'm just going to tiniest little bit of water on it. Okay, now I just want to add some bronze touches over this crackle paste. It looks really nice. I love this. So this is number 20. Oh god, I can't talk. I don't want to write on there with Posca. Wonder if I can paint 20 on there. I've got some drawing ink here. Oh, what have I done? I'll stuff that up. Didn't need to join that R onto the E. It's done now. And there was something else that I wanted to do with it, but I'm not going to really give it a try. I'm going to actually. If I wreck it, I wreck it. I've lost among the make this all the same as the other one. Lost among the leaves. How about put the full thing, which is get. E-T. I'm going to smudge a little bit of gesso in a couple of places. Just there, it's a bit dark. That side is okay. Just here, I think it has become a little bit dark. It's probably alright till I put that bronze on. Looks a little bit better, and it's a little bit dark here. I like the way the gesso is just catching on the texture. Let's do a little bit of that over here. It's a bit of a going backwards and forwards sort of thing when you're doing these, because you don't know what they're going to be like when they dry. Just a little bit there, if I can get it in. Oh, I don't think it needs too much more. Maybe a crayon around the outside, just to define it from the other page. Does it need any splashes? I think down here it does. I don't like what I did with those dots there, so I'm going to disguise them like that. Couple there. And just around the leaf, the writing. Okay, so I'll just bring it up closer so you can see all that texture. It's all yummy. It's a bit different to ones I've done already, but I really like this, and I've enjoyed doing something that hasn't taken me all day to do. Alright, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you really like it. Give me a thumbs down if you really hate it. Leave a comment and hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to my channel. Okie dokie. I shall see you tomorrow for 21, which is peeking out. Happy creating, and hugs and cheers from Australia. Hooroo. Now I'm going to try and get my hands clean. They haven't been clean for about a week. Alright, ciao for now. Bye.